Hi everyone and welcome back to Hair with Hollie with me, Hollie. So today we're going back to the 90s and I'm going to show you how to do this gorgeous fishtail plait with a scrunchie as seen on Selena Gomez. Okay, so to start this look off, we're going to pull the hair up into a really high ponytail. So you're going to be aiming to get it right on the top of the head. Just going to brush all the hair back up. So it doesn't have to be very neat, so don't worry if you have a couple of bumps, because it's quite a grungy look anyway, so it doesn't have to be too sleek or polished. So just keep going till you've got all of that hair up at the top. Now, and once you're high enough, just secure in place with a bobbin the same shade as your hair. If you have quite thick hair, it's a nice idea to put 2 or 3 bobbins in, just so you make sure that the ponytail stays fixed on the top of your head. So once the ponytail is secured, just make sure you brush through it a couple of times to make sure there's no knots, because that'll slow you up when you're doing the fishtail. Now for the fishtail, they can be a bit tricky to do, so my best tip is to dampen the hair before you start. Just run some water through the length of the ponytail. So to start the fishtail, you're going to split the ponytail in two, and then taking a small section from the outside of your first section, pass it over and under to your second section. So we're just going to do the exact same thing here. Small section, over and under to the next section. And the smaller sections you take, the more intricate of a plait you're going to get. So at the start especially, try and take nice small sections so you get a really cool and detailed woven effect. So once you get a couple of lengths down, you'll start to see the fishtail taking place. So it might take a couple of goes, but don't lose faith. Over and under. Section from the outside, over and under. So when you come near the end, it's a good idea to work about 1 inch or so down the length of the hair from where you finish the plait, and then secure it with a little elastic. These elastics are great. Not great for everyday use, but just for the things like this, they're great because they're so seamless. So that little bit of gap at the end gives us a bit of room to play with the texture of the fishtail, so you can stretch it out and really kind of maximize the look of it. You can even roll it down a bit more if you feel like it's still too tight. It just gives you a bit of chance to play with it and pull it out. So before we add the final finishing touches, I'm just going to scrape back any little flyaways that we have. So if you have kind of shorter bangs, for example, or if the back's got a little bit messy while you're doing the fishtail, you can just smooth it all over and work it up towards the direction of the bobbin. So to give this look a little bit of texture and to really give it that grunge feel, I'm going to pop a little bit of this L'Oreal Elvive oil in on the hair in front, just to give it a kind of wet look. Oops. So just run it along the roots, working back towards where your bobbin is. So it just gives it that real kind of grungy look, and it's also really good for your hair too. You can run it down the length of your plait as well. Great for adding shine. Once you've got that done, we're going to pop the scrunchies in. Woo! Bringing 90s back. So I'm going to use 2 here because they're quite slim and it helps give the bobbin just a bit of volume as well. So once you're happy with your look, just finish off the whole thing with a good bit of hairspray. So there you have it guys, a really cool fishtail plait and a novel way to use your scrunchie too. So if you like this look, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to tune in next week where I will be showing you how to do a faux hawk pony. See you next week guys, bye!